You know what I find to be freaking hilarious? I have not, and I'm going to say it again, I have not heard white people say anything about black Americans using their tax dollars when it comes to EBT and SNAP benefits. I know it's the same thing. I'm not saying that they do not say it, but I have not to date heard white America talk about black Americans using their tax dollars when it comes to EBT and or SNAP benefits as much. Not as much because I haven't heard it. But when it comes to black people, that's all that come out their mouth. My tax dollars is funding welfare recipients, mothers, fathers, children who are receiving SNAP benefits. I said it before, I'm going to say it again. You don't know where your tax dollars going. You don't know. You do not know. You do not know where your tax dollars is going. I'd rather for my tax dollars to go towards a family who is trying to clothe, house, and feed their children, or apply it to whatever essential that are necessary. Do you have people on SNAP and Family First abusing? Yes. Why, yes, you do. But your tax dollars, let's go back to your tax dollars, are taken out before you see them. And there is such a thing called income tax, where you file your taxes and you get money back at the end of the year. Your tax money is building highways, that you may or may not riding up and down, parks, recreational centers that your children may not be able to play in or will ever see, because they damn sure not putting it in your community. Your tax dollars, the ultimate, is building a ballroom that I know you won't be able to waltz in. Bombs, wars. That man took your tax dollars and had a military birthday parade. Y'all worried about the wrong stuff. You're concerning yourself with the wrong stuff. And I just find it amazing how the man continue to turn us against one another. The government was giving out government cheese and government milk and government. Did you turn that down? The government was giving people freedom, financial freedom from what do you call that? When people were going to school and they were using the student loans. Did you take advantage of that? The government was handing that out too. What about the Obamacare? That's from the government. Did you take advantage of that? At one time or another, if it wasn't you personally receiving government assistance, it was your parents, your auntie, your uncle, your granny. And then someone made a video on your kids going to school with iPhones and designer. I beg to differ because how much of it is real designer? It may be a knockoff, just like some of the purses y'all carrying. But I highly doubt it if a welfare recipient is sending their kids to school in real designer. And if they got a piece or two pieces, what's wrong with that? How much food stamps would a person have to save to get a designer anything? That'd be a whole lot of monthly benefits. I can go right down to Cricket phone company, and they literally giving away iPhones. Free iPhones if you pick up this plan. Free iPhones with a credit check. Me, mom, could be buying the little boy iPhone. You don't know a person's story. You don't know a person's background. You're just regurgitating what you hear, put your spin on it, and then press upload. There was a time where there would be phone companies on the corner. When you sign up, you get a free phone. You don't know a person's background, a person's situation. Stop assuming. Stop lowering the hammer on your own people. Your tax dollars, your tax dollars. Get out of here. What are you doing with your own money? What investments are you making with your own money? What habit do you have? How are you misusing your money? So it's okay for you to do it, but it's not okay when somebody else do it. You just mad because you're not doing it. You're mad because you can't get it. There's bigger fish to fry than to worry about somebody on EBT. Let somebody tell you you will not be getting paid. Black man and woman, let your employer tell you you will not be getting a check, but I need you to show up for work. These people is receiving benefits. And just for it to stop abruptly, that's a problem for some. And you're telling people to get a hustle. You're telling people to find employment, which we know is not the most easiest. And those who were some that have food businesses, catering businesses, or just trying to sell a bottle of water or penny candy or nachos that was using their stamps to make it happen. So their kids could have designer or cell phones. What about that? As much as the government, I mean, not the government, but as much work as we put in, we need to be compensated. I was watching tonight, starting last night, stories on Emmett Till, black men and women who has been archived or documented that were lynched, burned alive, shot to death, electrocuted by the hands of white supremacy, and that is still happening today. You don't think they owe us? You don't think they owe us? People, if you knew your history, and I'm not talking Dr. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Harriet Tubman, Frederick Douglass, I'm not talking about them. If you knew your history, where you been, or your family history. You might feel different. You know, they say you don't know where you're going if you don't know where you've been. My grandparents, not my great, 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 my grandparents, maternal and paternal, lived on a plantation. My paternal grandparents, they died in their 90s. They were still walking up to the big house that I've been to plenty of times. I didn't go in the house, but I've been all around it. And just, it's heartbreaking. They never left. My maternal grandparents lived on the plantation, and when things got rough, they had to borrow money from the plantation owner because whatever he was paying, it wasn't enough to take care of the kids and home and stuff like that. But one beautiful day, my parents moved their parents off the plantation and bought them a home. But I'm saying that to say this, if it wasn't for that, who knows where my maternal grandparents would have ended up. My mother picked cotton. I never heard my daddy say he picked cotton, but he tells stories about how he would have to take a toothbrush and scrub the kitchen floor while his mother cooked the dinner for the man. And how my grandfather took care of the livestock and the upkeep around the big house. When you know where you come from, then you know where you're going. There was a time where I was spewing hate for the man, wanting to see the downfall of the man. And as much as I am for my people, I come to the realization I don't have that energy to hate them. And they've done some mean, cruel things to my people. Hating is not going to solve my people problems. My intentions is to educate my people as much as I can, to give you correct information. And I have some information right here that I'm putting together. It's already put together, but I'm gonna put it in my own words, in my own order to give to the people for resources where they can possibly go to get help for food, for clothes, for jobs, for job training. Something that I have not pushed before and something that I do not own myself. I've been working on it, but just dragging my feet. Get a passport. I know this is our country, but for those who may need to get up out of here, when you need to get up out of here, you need a passport. I'm encouraging myself and others to get a passport. I am encouraging us, those who do not have a pew pew, to get you several. They're telling people there's no ammo. There's no ammo. I've had people in my family saying there's no ammo. People getting shot every day, B. So it's ammo somewhere. Find it. That's all I have for now. Take care of yourself, love yourself, and be kind to yourself.